Hello, this is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. And Starlight is out here, out in nature, and I am right in the middle of the stream. I said I need to find somewhere really close to the stream, and it is funny because I do have my folding chair, and I am sitting on it. And right now don't mind me, it got kind of warm. So I had a sweater on, and Starlight's like, you know what, I am too hot right now, I need to cool off. So here I am in the middle of the stream, and I'll just show you. But look at that, see, there's Starlight. I got my my little I'm not gonna be able to do this very long because, you know, it's getting colder out and this water is really cold, but I got the best seat in the house. But isn't this beautiful? I'm like facing the water coming at me, and this is so great. I am loving this, and I did this the other day at a different hiking place. I just said, you know, I'm just gonna put my chair right in the center of this stream of water. Whoopsie. So felt like something bit me, but so anyway, is if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And also you can find me on YouTube, and that is Starlight, and that's Kathy with a K, Dingman. And you could give this video a thumbs up. You can share my video with a cat, a dog, a fish. You have a fish. You know, hey, I'm out here in the middle of this water. I thought, yeah, you could share my video with a fish. And anyway, I do love you, and I just wanted to introduce my new way of doing things. Is like, you know, there's not a big rock in the center out here, but hey, I brought my chair, and to be able to sit, and I know, who cares, you know, this is just, what's the difference if I wore a bikini top, right? There's no difference really. Me wearing a bra out in nature, and I just saw a few ladies doing that yesterday at a hiking place, and I was going to do the same thing they were doing it, and I really don't care. I really don't care what people think. Just be grateful that they are covered up. So anyway, I do love all of you, and I really just wanted to make a video because it's so beautiful out here, and I was gonna make a video of the birds making their lovely sounds, but then they decided to not make very much noise. So anyway, this video is to inspire you to come on out, come on, get out in nature, you know. And you know, a lot of people that do go out in nature and take a hike, they're coming out, you know, because they know how good it makes them feel. And you meet a lot of friendly people when you do this. So, you know, like, you are missing out if you're not coming out, you know, and taking a hike. But like I made a video earlier, just be careful where you walk, you know, make sure there's no wasp nest or anything like that, or bee's nest, or, you know, hives like Starlight found earlier. So this is to really encourage you to, you know, find a place to go, and soon, you know, hey, bring your camera and do what I do. I'm always taking pictures of either animals, bugs, insects, and not incense, but insects. You know, trees, bees, birds, leaves, trees, anything, you know. Bring your camera out, and soon, like in my area, the leaves will be changing color, you know, so you can get some beautiful nature pictures with the leaves that are changing, you know, and different plants come out. That's why Starlight likes coming out all the time. You know, I've been doing this when the snow is on the ground, going hiking, when the snow is melting, going hiking. You know, I was going out when it was wet, you know, because of the snow melting. And throughout the summer, I've been going out hiking. That was it. Something was hungry. So yeah, it's not, well, what it is, they actually, little fish will nibble on your feet if you're no, if your feet start if your feet starts getting like soft or whatever, they'll start eating your flesh. I don't mind, but that kind of tickled me there. I don't know, I'm having a great day today. I've been like in a such high spirit, and that's all because of how I started my morning is I'm gonna let you see the water. You see my feet? Boy, they stink. Just kidding, they don't stink. But I've been in such a high spirit today, and it's all because I started my day off right. You know, I did a couple beautiful guided meditations this morning, so that started my day off in a good way. And then I was looking up my numbers. I had so many numbers to look up. What does this number mean? What does that number mean? You know, so I have been in such a high frequency. I did a clearing recently in my apartment. And to be honest with you, it's hard. I have my moving sale in my apartment. And I'm really not crazy about having different types of people come into my house. So it's so important, like to clear that energy, you know, that you bring in your house. And Starlight's got to go out and buy some more sage, because that is a way that you can clear out negative energy in your house, on your body, around your aura and all that stuff. So I can actually turn this video into that, is because that is a good way of protecting your energy and your house and your space, So whether you're aware of this or not, is that it's kind of weird, is that there's angels all around us. Not only that there's angels, is that there's also little, there's other entities out there, like negative force energies that you cannot see. And the angels are always fighting for us all the time, trying to help us out. You can't see them. Just because you can't see the angels doesn't mean that they are not here with us. So, but they only can do so much. So if you bring all different kinds of people in your house, you're bringing in stuff, in your place, in your home, and if you got kids and pets, those kids and pets and your husband and wife can be affected by the people that you bring in your home. And it could even be your mom or dad. It doesn't even matter who the person is, but if they have negative energy, if they've been in low frequency, low vibrations, like if they go to, like, even at their job, their job place could be a low vibration, a low frequency. And like, where if you're miserable, if you're not happy, and you're around that, well, you're bringing that kind of energy in your house. And if you got people coming into your house, and how do you know where they have been? Have they been at the bar scene? Where that's a lot of people bring in a lot of negative energy at a bar scene, because people, there's alcoholics that go to bars, that they have a alcohol problem, and because they're dealing with something that they haven't healed from, and then they turn to the alcohol or into drugs or even cigarettes, so Starlight doesn't really, I really want to just focus on what I want, and what I desire is I desire to be around people of a high vibration, people that are in the love frequency, so it is so important to focus on what you want and not what you don't want. But you do have to protect yourself and your energy. So these are the ways that I've been learning how to protect your energy and even your apartment. There is music that actually can clear out negative, negative stuff in your apartment, like the Hertz music. Now, I know 432 Hertz music is great. You could actually, type up, remove negative energy out of my apartment. There's like different kind of frequencies. And the other ways to remove like negative energy out of your apartment or house is sage. I love, the smell of sage, so I ran out because I cleared my house with people coming in for this house sale, this moving sale that I have. So I have to go get more. I'm going to stock up on it. And then that way when people come in my apartment, they can come in and look at the stuff. But when they leave, I can light that up. You light it up, and you can, I go through my whole apartment. I go through every room, the whole, everywhere. Even if they did not go in that space, like my bathroom, I still will burn that sage. You light it up. You have like a tray that won't, like a metal tray. And sometimes they have stuff that they sell where you get sage at. And I get my sage at Five Below because it's really cheap and you can get a lot for the price. But they'll sell you like a little tray that you can use. And then so when you light up that sage, it takes some time to get it lit. And you blow on it, so then the smoke will start. You got to light it enough so it's going to smoke, because that's what you want. You want that smoke, that sage smoke. And you can, kind of like how I used to do my cleaning, is kind of go around in a circle around in your whole space, all through your space, like you're going to scan it, but you're going to use that sage as a way of bringing that smoke in the corners, like you want to make sure that you clear. And I pray that if there's any unclean spirits, I pray that they will be removed, and I use that sage. So you can do both, and remove any unclean spirits out of your apartment, out of your space, out of your living room, out of your bedroom. If you got an office, like you bring that sage in the office, whether they were in there or not. But that way you can make sure that you're clearing it all. And then like I live on the second floor, so a lot of times what I do is I go all the way down on the first floor, right where they walk in the apartment, and I'll sage the walk space, saying no unclean spirits can enter in this building. I don't, like it's not allowed to come in my space. And I'll do that all the way upstairs, all the way up in my apartment, and then in my living room. And then I have a space in between my living room and my bedroom. I do that. I do my bedroom. I do above my bed space, all in the corners. And then I do my kitchen, all around in the kitchen space. And then in my bathroom, and then I, make sure my body, I use that sage in front of my body from underneath your toes, underneath your feet. And you got to carry that tray with you everywhere. You don't want to get that on your carpet, because sometimes the sage is going to kind of burn out, and you want to make sure you keep on blowing on it, keep it going. And you just got to be careful that you don't blow it on your carpet and cause any fires, so you do have to be careful with the sage, because pieces can fall down on your carpet. So that's why it's so important to have a tray that can catch it. And then you want to sage the top of your head, your face area, but don't get the smoke in. Just be careful you don't smoke yourself out with your eyes, and make sure, you protect yourself with any hose, so the top of your head, get that smoke, that sage in front of your nose, your mouth, your ears, make sure you get all those hose in your body that you have that are open like that. And your crown chakra is so important on top of your head. And it's hard to do the back, but try to get sage around in your back area. Like as best as you can on your sides, in the back of your butt area, in between your legs, especially you want to, any hose, your front spot of your private areas, or your back spot, your butt, your up and down your legs in the front and the back, kind of scan that all the way with that sage. The other ways that you can actually help yourself to clear any negative energy out of your body is to do guided meditations to remove negative energy out of you. And Steve Noble is my favorite. He's got a lot of psychic protection guided meditations, and that's Soul Matrix, and that's Steve Noble, and he's on YouTube. He is. I used him this morning for a clearing, out of my body, and he also does cyberspace protection, like to any psychic attacks through your computers, your devices, and all that stuff. It's so important to do that. And if you got kids, you're gonna want to use that sage on them, but make sure you don't get it in their eyes, so it burns their eyes. So those are ways that I know. And besides, white candles are really good, but with the white candles, you always want to make sure you got something underneath. Do not, make sure you're protecting yourself, because you don't want any fires in your house. And if you have pets, you definitely have to be careful with pets, because they can knock candles over, or even your kids can knock them over. So you always got to think of those things ahead of time, and always remember to blow them out when you are done using them. But white candles are good to keep out, it's pure energy, and so that way you can remove negative energy with that. And also black candles are great for protection. So you can find black candles in different stores. So even online is probably the best place, but probably those those crystal stores, they will have candles in there, all different colors, and they will let you know what candles are good, and what the colors mean and all that stuff. It's so important that you protect your energy, and really be careful, the kind of people that you bring in your house. If they're going into some funky places and you know it, you might not want to bring them in your apartment or your house, because what I learned a long time ago, those things cannot come in your house unless you invite them in. If you open up the door and you're letting them in, that is how they get in. But if you know that they're a person of negative energy, if they're negative all the time, if they're doing negative stuff like smoking and doing drugs or alcohol, you might not want to let them in. Or if they are doing other stuff that is not of a higher vibration, like lying and stealing, you're bringing that negative vibe in your house. And it doesn't just affect you, it does affect your children, and it does affect your husband, and it does affect your wife, it does affect the mommy and daddy, and the animals too. Can't leave the animals out. Those pets, they can get affected without even you knowing. Sometimes they might behave in a really weird way, and you probably wonder what's wrong with my pet. Well, who are you letting touch your pet? Those pets, they can put stuff in those pets, So I actually had a dog before that was just barking the whole time, and it was driving me crazy. And I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this dog? It never did that, it just, the whole 3 hours of working for that client, that's all the dog did was whine, and that's not good. That will drive somebody nuts. And it was driving me freaking nuts. And later on, I had to take care of that. I had to talk to the owner, because I couldn't clean in that condition. It was horrible. So you got to protect your pets too. Don't think just because they're a pet, it doesn't affect them. It can affect them. Those spirits, those, evil spirits or demons, those can actually affect your pets and your kids. You probably wonder why you're, and that's why it's so important with your kids. If you're sending them to public school, you're setting yourself up for a fall, really. Because, like they say, one rotten apple spoils the whole bunch. And we all know that there's rotten apples that go to school. And I'm not talking about literal fruit. I'm talking about kids that are not getting brought up, that are coming from homes that are not healthy, the homes that the parents don't have a good education to teach the kids the right from wrong. And where there's, there could be fights going on, abuse going on in these homes, and then, that's in the school system. Where I used to go is that the school system was trying to separate the rotten apples from the good apples. So what they did is that they tried to send all the rotten apples to the one school, and they took my daughter out of that school and moved her to where you know, they felt like those kids were the, you know, like the good apples. You know, they separated the bad apples from the good apples. That way, then the bad apples weren't going to ruin and corrupt the good apples. You know, just like if I had a bowl of fruit, or even like I just seen this in my refrigerator, like a potato going rotten. If you see a rotten potato, you know, just like a rotten fruit, you got to separate it, you know, and get rid of it. Do something with it. You don't want that rotten potato on top of all the good potatoes, because then it's going to cause all those those good potatoes to get rotten. And that's just the way it is in school too, is that if your kids you're really working hard on keeping your kids out of bad situations, then, you know, you might want to think about homeschooling your kids, because that's the best, you know, thing to do for your kids, is to homeschool them. You know, where they are, and you know that they're safe, you know, as long as you have somebody safe homeschooling them, you know. So I love you so much, and I really do. I want you to protect yourself and your family, and this is how you can actually clear up that negative energy in your body. But after you clear that energy out of your body and out of your house, you don't want to keep on bringing those people in. Right now, you know, with my moving sale, is I kind of have to, this is the only way I can do the sale. You know, I cannot have it out front of my house, you know, because I got too many things. I have to have them in the apartment for now. So when the sale is done, I got to really do you know, every time that they leave, you know, like I ran out of sage, I got incense. Incense are good too, is to clear out negative energy. So, and that's what I've been doing right now, besides the white candles. So I have to like go out and get some sage, you know, because it is awesome. It really does. It's amazing. So anyway, I do love you. Hang on, beep. And I do. Starlight does love you, and I really hope that you can get out in nature somewhere and go take a hike. And you know what? I can feel the little fishies down there. They're like, I'm always feeding, you know, like the bugs and the all of the insects. Well, I don't feed all the insects, but you know, I do feed a lot of the animals. So here, you know, I can feed the little fish too. You want Starlight's skin? Ooh. Don't worry, Starlight's feet are all nice and clean. You know, it tickles. It tickles. So anyway, I do love all of you, and it does when fish start nibbling on your feet. You know, that's funny. It does tickle. So anyway, I do love all of you. This is Starlight. You can give this video a thumbs up. You could share my video with a family or friend, or I'm trying to think, a crayfish. You could share my, they're definitely in here somewhere. They're always afraid though. I used to grab them when I was a kid. So they run really quick. They hide. They're cool looking though when they run. They're little grabbers. Yeah, they are interesting. So yeah, you could share my videos with a crayfish, and also you can push the notification bell, ding ding ding, Starlight will ring the bell. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel, plus you can leave a message down below this video, and you can follow me on Instagram, and that's at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. And also you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman. So anyway, if I did that twice, I'm not sure. Not very far from me, there's a person that lives out here. They were out here in the wintertime. He's like maybe about 50 feet from where I am. There's a tent in the bushes. So I found this. I'm really good. If somebody's out here, I know where they are. I'll find them. I would be a great detective, really, because I always find stuff. Like I found that hive today. Starlight wasn't thinking I was going to find a hive right where I was going to sit. I'm like, I mean, I would have almost been practically sitting on that baby. I am so grateful, though. So anyway, I do love all of you. You can get out, get out, like, really fall in my area, like, the leaves will be changing colors and stuff. It's already, right now, they're, like, some of them are falling off the trees, turning yellow, and I can't wait. I'll get a lot of beautiful pictures and videos, so I'm looking forward to the fall, and I love all of you. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.